What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. Have any of you guys ever heard the term mud shark? Mud shark. If you have not, right? Because I know a few of you have not. A mud shark is a white woman that sleeps and dates black men. Okay? So apparently, when white men find out that a white woman sleeps with and dates a black man, she is now permanently labeled as a mud shark, right? It's supposed to be a derogatory term, right? Mud shark, playing in the mud, shark swimming in the mud, right? But apparently, white women that are called mud shark don't actually view the term as negative. As a matter of fact, some white women are actually proud of the term mud shark because they, as far as they are concerned, they, are mud sharks. Right? Now, they have a different term. They would rather call it chocolate. Okay? When white women are confronted by white men about them dating white men or sleeping with white men or liking or having admiration for white men, white women tend to utilize the word chocolate, right? So technically it should be called chocolate shark, right? They're chocolate sharks because they go swimming and hunting for chocolate. Now, me personally, Pan-African, right? I know there are like some Umar Johnson type black folk out here. They're like, you couldn't date a white woman, and can you be a Pan-African and date white? I know that's a discussion, right? And so I'll give you my opinion just in case you're curious, all right? When it comes to love, right, as a human being, I know that love transitions all. Love is the most powerful force in any reality, in any dimension. Love is the end all be all ultimate force. So I don't question when someone is in love with someone else. I don't question it. I prefer black people to procreate with other black people. I prefer that. But because I'm black, I understand that one of the mechanisms for African people to take over the globe is to reabsorb all of those mutations that we have created. And the only way for us to absorb all of the mutations that we have created is to reabsorb them via, relations in order to create something new from it. Meaning, the white woman, right, is a mutation of the black woman. And because of that mutation, they suffer a lot of issues with nature. So there are a lot of white women who would like to go back to their original form. They would like to bring forth that black woman DNA that is lying at the base of their genetic code, and they would like to be reabsorbed into the trunk of humanity. And there are black men out here who, preferences are white women, or they don't discriminate on the women that they choose. And because I'm a realist, and you can't stop people from loving each other, from having sex, from making babies, I figure that there's a certain set of black men whose job it is to turn the white woman back into the black woman over generations of infusing the original code back into that genetically modified, human being, right? Now, unfortunately for the white man, he is not necessary, when it comes to that, operation. And they don't like it because they, the white man, are the cream of the crop of the genetic mutation. And as far as they are concerned, they're the default, as they have displayed, as far as how they are, right? And they feel threatened that their woman prefers genetics that will, help them and their offspring survive the warming of the earth and UV rays. And they would like their children to have physical advantages that their children would not have if they were to continue with the mutated half of their, of their group, right? So they prefer chocolate. It's a natural biological desire to pick the most prime male to procreate. It's natural. They can't help it, right? So who am I to stop that process from happening? So if there's black men who are attracted to white women, go right ahead. I'm not one of those, all right, who try to tell people who they can and who they cannot date. Now, can you be a Pan-African and have a white woman? Yes, you can. Now, you can say, well, you didn't value that black woman enough to get one. But like I said before, love loves no one. And love doesn't follow the constructs that we create as humanity. And love doesn't care about somebody it doesn't know's opinion on the matter, okay? So, I'm not fighting with love, right? And there are white people who are more pro-black than black people who are black. Like, for instance, my light-skinned brothers and sisters that I highlight on my channel that are actual allies are more pro-black than Clarence Thomas, who is a 100% authentic black person, right? Now, his wife is white, and we call them handlers because she's a racist white person who likes, obviously, still genetically and biologically, the superior genetic code of the black man, even though she is in fact a racist. So we do have racist white people who still may be racist on the outside, maybe racist institutionally, but deep down in nature, deep down where it counts in the reality, they still want that chocolate. All right. Then you have your light-skinned and your white allies who, when you see them, you can tell because they may have grew up around black people or they have had such influence around black culture that they have been given a soul, and you can see the soul inside of them. Therefore, their white skin glows differently from other white people. That's why I call them light skin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because I grew up with some white folks that were most definitely, in all intents and purposes, about as black as you can get. But they was about as white, presenting outside as possible. But you couldn't tell them anything. And most of them were women, and they was not having it with the white man. All right. Now, when white men call white women mudsharks, they make themselves look weaker than they already are. Because there are white men who don't say stuff like that. There are white men who are secure in their manliness, and they don't view it that way because they believe that they are enough. The white men who call women mudsharks because they, feel inadequate, or they feel like that woman has reached a level at which they can't attain, because they don't want to go behind the black person because they feel like they won't be able to perform at the same level. You see, these are the white men that watch way too much free porn. And they look at the free porn and they see these black guys with these 10-foot penises and shit, and they think that's real life. That's not real life, man. Most guys ain't walking around one of those, okay? All right? Most guys are pretty much, on par with each other. That's the truth in real life. I know we got a little, that's the truth in real life. It's not really the size, right? It's the motion. You guys ain't got no rhythm, all right? That's what it is. You don't have rhythm. Also, your idea of having sex is to hurt the woman. And you feel manly when you hurt the woman during sex. I know this because I was a Marine. And that's a lot of white boys who explain to me what a successful sexual activity involves and how they deem and rate that sexual activity. If the woman is crying, maybe possibly bleeding, maybe possibly hurt, he did a good job. But for black folks, if the woman went and told her friend about it and the friend came and wanted the same thing, he did a good job. It's totally different. So it behooves the black person to at least help the other person, the woman, feel pleasure as well, so that they can come back and also tell all their friends, so they can also be curious, right? It's two different tactics, right? But it benefits the woman more, dealing with a black man that has rhythm and soul to it, rather than being stabbed and hurt and abused sexually by that white man who's into those type of things, right? So, and I know that. I know this to be a fact, right? So I understand why they would prefer, because we're also seen as the more masculine of the two, right? And we're also cool. What woman wouldn't want to be with a masculine, cool guy that displays real masculinity, right? And how masculine is it to constantly talk about another man and compare yourself to them, and talk trash because you can't measure up? How masculine do you think that looks to that woman? So it doesn't really help their case, right? So yeah, mud shark, a term of racial endearment white men have placed upon white women. I find it fascinating. Every time we look into these Europeans, they find something that's more and more entertaining when it comes to their psyche and how they operate. I mean, they might need therapy. I think therapy is necessary. Yeah, what do you think? Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this in the comment section. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Race traitor and mudshark are two things that I have been called maybe like 5 or 6 times in the past 2 days. And although the comment appears to be deleted now, someone did not know what that term meant, race traitor. So I want to give a little history as someone from an abolitionist family about the retaliation that white supremacists enact on white people, especially white women, who speak up on behalf of black people, especially. They don't do it so much with like anyone who's Asian. They don't do it so much with anyone who's Hispanic, but specifically black people. So the term race traitor is pretty self-explanatory, right? It is someone that they are accusing of betraying their own race. And in their eyes, someone is betraying their own race if they say, hey, what you're doing to that black person is wrong, or hey, racism is bad, or hey, that white guy is acting inappropriately. So any negative criticism of a person that happens to be white, especially a white man, especially a white man that is engaged in a hate crime. Back in the days of the Klan, they were out and proud. They would, do this shit openly, put their name on it, put their face on it. Nowadays, they tend to do it from anonymous profiles in an attempt to terrorize white people into not speaking about anything that might be critical of anyone, not even because they're white, but they just happen to be white. Like, it doesn't even have to be, like, you're never going to see me on here being like, fuck white men. Like, that does not happen. But any criticism of a white man doing something harmful, specifically to a minority, will get you these accusations. Now, these people when they were doing it out and proud in like the Klan times, they were very barbaric and disgusting about it because it was not socially punished. Now it is socially punished. That's why they stay on anonymous profiles. That's why they wear masks when they do their Nazi marches, all this. The only people that will come out and proud and say shit like that are usually ones who have a very lengthy, violent criminal record themselves. So they already have a criminal mindset. And those people are hardly the pinnacle of the white race. They are violent people. They are unhinged people. They are uncivilized people. And it actually makes white Americans look very bad when those types of people are platformed, because it doesn't make them look tough or strong. It actually makes them look very, very weak and insecure. And very few women who are not dealing with a lot of significant struggles themselves are going to want to live in a household where a man is so insecure that he's taking out his issues on everyone around him, especially when it's people who, in many of these cases, he's never even seen. So, for example, I have a family member who is constantly obsessed with immigrants. We have not spoken in years. He's still on Facebook. I talk to his son sometimes because I'm like, you're not going to turn out like your fucking dad. He's always obsessed with what immigrants are doing, about how they raise the crime rate, about how this, how that. He has a lifelong history of DUIs. He has been in jail more than anyone else in my family. He has been divorced for many years, and he is still bitter about that divorce. Where he's from, there aren't any black people. There aren't any immigrants. There were no black people or immigrants in attendance when his dad died in front of him and he got traumatized at like 10. His wife didn't cheat on him with a black guy after he abused her for years. It all comes from a place of distancing themselves from whatever issues they're facing as much as possible. Instead of focusing on loving people, being kind, building something. It's just about tearing other people down. This also brings me to the term mudshark. I actually had to look that up. I was not raised to use words like that, or by people who use them. That is the term that I have been mostly called on here, and the fascinating part about that is it directly relates to sex. So white women who sleep with black men. And that's a very revealing thing for someone to post. So if you're a white man and you go around and you post stuff like that, and you think any decent white woman is going to want to be with you, that's insane. But it also gives a really clear window into your psyche, where two things are likely true. One, you feel sexually inadequate. Two, you think you have some kind of say or control over women's sexual activities, which to me means you have a predatory mindset. None of that makes you a protector. None of that makes you safe. None of that makes you an attractive partner or a positive representative of the white race. So if for some reason you're obsessed with race and you feel like you want to elevate it, it's not something I think about much. If you want to elevate it, start with yourselves. You're acting uncivilized and you're acting like children and predators. If you believe, especially in like traditional gender roles where men are supposed to be protectors and providers, no, you're a predator. You're someone that women need to be protected from. Please get treatment or therapy, whatever it takes to get you through your problems. Been there, done that. If you don't, you're going to end up lonely, miserable, or in jail. Race trader.
And once again, the white men never cease to amaze me. The comment section on my video on my main page is just fucking atrocious. Because again, I talked about like, oh my gosh, I figured out I like white boys after 24 years of denying them. Yeah, I retract that whole fucking statement. White men are fucking disgusting and evil and just blatantly racist in the comment. How can you publicly just like show that you're fucking sick? And a lot of it is pertaining to like black men. Why are you fucking strictly discriminating against black men? You're fucking weird.
Now, I do recall that I made a video maybe a couple days ago saying every time you white men, racist white men specifically, don't have no problem with the white men, the racist white men make the mudshark comments, you are literally pushing your white women into the arms of a black man. Why? She even talks about it in the video. Because when you are so insecure towards black men, racist towards black men, the white woman wants to now see why are they always talking about black men? Let me go see about a black man and see what's going on. Right? It's specifically towards black men. Every single time. Your fear of your white woman going to a black man is making the white woman go to the black man because you always think about the black man. You always talk about the black man. So now they want to know why you're thinking about the black man. And then they go get some black meat. And then you get mad that they went and got the black meat. So you are perpetuating your own fear. Right? She said, oh, I just realized I like white boys. And instead of being like, cool, yeah, you like white boys, let me get at you. You said, you was taking on that black meat, huh? Right? Like, I'm thinking to myself, right, if a black girl came on here and was like, you know, I like black men when I got older, I wouldn't be like, dang, you was taking all that white meat, huh? I'd be like, oh, okay, she likes black guys, I guess, now. You know, but hey man, y'all keep posting the mudshark comments, keep sending the white women over to the black men, I guess. I guess you drive your own race to extinction by y'all are funny.
Yesterday, a white man got on my post and called me a mudshark. You mammy. You mammy a mudshark. And probably a grandmammy too.
Come on, no, let's go. Come on, I gotta show you something. I gotta show you something. What the fuck? No, because this is your natural habitat, okay? You fucking mudshark. Get in there. They'll follow. I saw a couple of them. It's not like they're not allowed here. Go in there and they'll follow.
Call her a mudshark?
I mean, she's not. What else is she? She's not wrong.
Mudsharks are like little fish. What are you talking about?
Don't even. That's a snicker liquor.
What?
Okay.
Just to clear the air, I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about me. Keep feeling it, bitch.
I don't know about y'all, but never in my life, you can search my profile up and down, have I ever just went and commented some negative or hateful things on somebody else's videos. I mean, what does that do for me or you? If I don't like something, I just scroll. Excuse my kid pushing his Tonka truck. But anyways, I just laugh and I'm not offended at all because I feel so fulfilled in my life. I have a great husband and 2 beautiful kids. And for someone to be so miserable that they have to get in somebody else's videos and comment things like this, yeah, you're miserable and you're alone and you just want other people to feel your misery. Usually it's the mean girls on TikTok, but I gotta give it to the boys on this one. Y'all really showed up and showed out. But yeah, it's still weird energy to be a man and to go and comment on some girls' videos and spewing hate. Like, I'll bet $100 that you're probably living in your mom's basement without a job, without anything going for you. You're just bored, lonely, miserable. So, but while my husband is out working hard, I get to stay home and enjoy life with my babies and make these silly little TikTok videos, while you sit in people's comment sections trying to make them as miserable as you. We're not the same. And don't hate the player, hate the game.
Boo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo. I ain't heard mudshark in forever. You can go fuck yourself.
I think race mixing should be illegal.
What do you mean?
Like mixing races, like a black person, white person having children, like an Asian and a Mexican.
Yeah. Should it be illegal or legal? Should it be legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, no. No.
Why not?
I love my chocolate, man. Everyone loves who they love, I mean.
So you're a mud shark.
Oh, what?
You're a mud shark?
A mud shark is crazy. No.
You said you like chocolate men.
Okay.
So you're a mud shark.
No. I like everybody, but I like my chocolate men.
Wait, why should race mixing be legal if the child is more likely to turn out?
That's a statistic.
Yes.
From what source?
Me looking around.
You looking around?
Yeah.
Very credible, I do have to say.
Not him hating, calling her a mud shark because she like black men. Don't hate what you don't understand. Damn.
I have been called things since my teenage years. In lover, traitor, you're tainted meat, no white man is gonna want you. A new one recently was mudshark. I don't know. I could go on for days. It doesn't bother me. I absolutely know there's more, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head because I don't ever like internalize that, you know? Like, what? Why y'all mad? It is so easy for my community, the white community, to learn and do better, but willful ignorance is a huge thing, and people don't want to take accountability. Then get mad at other people who can be diverse with other people. Like, why y'all mad at me for that?
You know, I know the racist folks probably not gonna care about me saying this, but I just want to let y'all know, to all the dudes in the comment sections that be in the comments of like black and white couples, commenting all the racist stuff, calling them mud sharks or whatever. I just want to let you know that to your own women, right? The white dudes who are making comments in the comments, calling these girls mud sharks or whatever. I just want to let you know, to your own women, your own white women, you look like losers. You look insecure, which makes them not want you even more, right? And me personally, I don't care about the the comments are lame, but I don't really care about the comments. I'm black. I've been black my whole life. Racism ain't nothing new to me. I'm just saying, for you, what do you gain from comments and hateful comments on black and white couples, to when your own women see those comments? Even if the woman that you want is also racist like you look insecure because you're always offended by what a black man is doing over there, right? Like, you look weak. You look weak to the women who are racist and the ones who aren't racist. And then you complain about why you're single and alone. It's because you look weak. You're always like, imagine this. Like, imagine if I was always on the internet complaining about Asian men, white men, I don't know what else, Indian men. Like, if I was always complaining about those men, my own women, and not even my own women, other women just in general, but my own women would think I'm weak and insecure because I'm always concerned about what the Mexicans are doing. I couldn't care. I could never care. All this to say, if you stopped worrying about other people and what they're doing in their relationships and you focused on making you better, you wouldn't have to care about some random white girl you see on the internet with a black dude. You wouldn't have to care.
Yo, them white boys really be mad when they see a white girl with a black man, bro. Them niggas be sick. I'll be going through the comments. It'll be like a nice picture, a beautiful picture of like, you know, an interracial couple at their honeymoon. A bunch of mad-ass white boys in the comments. Bunch of mad-ass white boys in the comments like, good luck being a single mom. Single mother on the way. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas be miserable, bro. And of course, it's not all white men. It's not all white people, but that shit just be funny as fuck, though.
Do you know how rare it is to find one with a clean title? Do you know in 2026 how rare it is to find one with a clean title?
This video is absolutely hilarious. And let me first start off by saying I have nothing against that Caucasian woman who came out and said what she said. Hey, that was funny to me. And I have no problem with a white woman wanting to date white men and appreciating white men. Do that, do you? And if you don't know, a mudshark is a white woman who dates black men. And she don't want to be that. There's nothing wrong with that. But the craziest part about it is this dude, John Paul King. John Paul King is absolutely hilarious. Because John Paul King, although he believes he's white, he believes he's Uncle Ruckus, he believes he's Steven from Django, but he's black. He's almost as dark as me. He's almost as dark as me, and I'm black. Listen, I like women of all races too, and I get it, but John Paul King is a mudshark maker. He was just dating a Caucasian woman, and he broke up with her. Well, guess what? When you break up with that woman, you make her a salvage title. How is she gonna go out in the world and start dating again and try to date a Caucasian man if she is a salvage title, not clean no more? Matter of fact, this dude John Paul King got an ex-wife that I believe he has an ex-wife that he has kids with. Can you imagine being a Caucasian woman with mixed kids? How hard it is dating? What do you think all those Caucasian men on the dating apps are thinking of her? As a selfish title, and you did that. You're responsible.
Snow bunny usually refers to a white woman who is romantically or sexually attracted to or exclusively dates, sleeps with black men. Mud shark is a more strongly derogatory term for a white woman who dates or has sex with black men. It's almost always used as an insult or ethnic slur, implying poor judgment, self-hatred, or seeking low-status partners.
All of those are correct, but how is Snow Bunny somebody that gets involved with a black?
I think
that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, wait a minute.
Snow is white. Snow is white.
Yeah, and then a bunny is
black. People are
black
not.
Bunny? Wait, no, but the bunny would be the woman.
Yes.
Interesting.
So a snow bunny would be a woman that specifically fucks white guys. That doesn't add up.
Shark daughter or Wigger son?
Mudshark daughter.
Mudshark, really?
I don't know what one is.
Mudshark is like, imagine you're a nice little white girl, your daughter she loves some black guys.
I would take the other one.
So are those real people or bots? Are the people in the comments real people or bots? My problem is this is the shit that they will say behind closed doors to each other and shit like that, but in person they see you as, and then online you talk about racism is stop race baiting, racism doesn't exist in real life, blah blah blah. These are the same type of people that you casually walk by and see. They just hide that shit from you and be like, and then you have the other self-hating minorities and shit that be siding with these people and shit and be saying the same talking points. It's insane to me.
This is it. This is cracked. He's cracked the code. He's cracked the code. I've been trying to figure out why these two give off such similar energies. Like a black man that only dates white women, I promise you, they probably have had an influx of gay men flirting with them because they think they're one of them. We think you're one of the girls, but you're not. You just like white women. And that's fine. That's okay. But we have to call, like, there's similar energies. There's similar energies that a gay man has that a black man that specifically dates white women also has. I promise, similar, but not the same. And there's nothing wrong with dating white women. But I promise you, y'all have this energy about y'all. And their following list gonna tell it every single time, because their following list is like, white woman, white woman, white woman, ESPN, white woman, white woman, white woman, Kevin Hart, white woman, white woman, white woman, Drewski, white woman, Latina, Asian, white woman, white woman. That's how it is. And if we really got into why that is, why they have similar energies, a lot of people would be angry here. A lot of you would be angry with me. But I'm not going to tell it to you because I'm trying to make a point, or I'm trying to upset you. I'm telling it to you because it's true.
But all in all, don't ask me if somebody's gay, because they probably just like white women.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.